Advertising Institute is better advertising, better world. And when you think about it, that's absolutely true. If we do our jobs well, then our clients sell more goods. And when they sell more goods, they grow. And when they grow, they hire people, which builds more buying power. Better advertising, better world. And it's important to me, and I know it's important to most of you, that we volunteer our talent and time to charitable organizations so that we can help people help other people. Better advertising, better world. Now, I must say I've got a couple of concerns that may hinder advertising's ability to contribute to a better world. One of those is just the sheer ubiquity of advertising, where every blank space or blank screen is filled with advertising, where we seem at times to have 5 minutes of program followed by 5 minutes of commercials. I can hear Brad Sham on the Dallas Cowboys radio network. Here's the brand A kickoff, and the brand B touchback, and the brand C first down, and the brand D punt. Well, I don't know what the answer is to that. Most people, when they try to fix it, they fix it with frequency, which adds more ubiquity. The problem is that no single advertisement has the capability to build the awareness or the knowledge that it needs because of the clutter that surrounds it. Related to that is another problem, and that is that some creative people, in an attempt to break out from the clutter, will use prurient, sexually suggestive, off-color devices just for shock value to try to break through. In my opinion, creative people who do that either have absolutely nothing appealing to be able to say about the brand they're working on, or they don't have the talent to say it. Now, slightly related to that, I must admit that I am offended by the sexually explicit Viagra commercial that's currently running on the Major League Baseball playoffs. If you watch the World Series tonight, you probably will see it. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. Have we no sense of propriety anymore? Now, I know that social discourse generally in this country has degenerated into the more rude, the more coarse, and the more profane. But shouldn't we, as the most visible profession, if we really believe that better advertising can contribute to creating a somewhat better world, shouldn't we operate on a higher plane than that? You know, we can have just as much fun, be just as impactful, be just as exciting and dramatic without wallowing in the lowest level of discourse in the country. Now, I do have a suggestion that might help that. And that is that every advertising agency CEO and every advertiser chief marketing officer, when they review their advertising that's been produced for the last month, ask themselves one simple question. Would I be proud to show this work to my parents, my spouse, and my children as examples of my life's work? Now, if we all look at our craft that way, try to operate on a higher plane, and try to be in a more noble discourse, maybe someday we could say what Bruce Barton wrote many, many years ago. Here's what he said: "We are young, and law and theology are old. Yet we need not be ashamed to stand even with these great professions and demand for ourselves, as they demand for themselves, that we be judged not for our worst, but for our best." Thank you again very much.